Welcome everyone to News in Motion with Gail Dudley. Today is Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021, and we're calling Tuesdays That's Happening. So welcome again to News in Motion with Gail Dudley. Today is Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday, February the 2nd, the second day of our Black History Month. Good morning, Marion. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Pastor Alex. I see that y'all found us again. Good morning, Kenya. Oh, hair and outfit. Good morning. I'm working on it. You know, I got a great team, so I got to start listening to them. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Good morning, Felicia Williams. Good morning, Deborah Sneak. Good morning. As you are coming in here, please share the link and invite other people to come, and not only come, but to like the page and to follow the page. And of course, y'all know we got some people looking for us. So if you would go ahead to my regular page and tag me and tell everyone to come over here, that would be great. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Again, we are naming Tuesdays That's Happening. Good morning, Latrice Jones. Missed you yesterday, girl. Yeah, you like my necklace, Latrice? You like my necklace? Everybody can get one of these if she still has any available at her business, paparazzi at her business. Proceeds go to Team Isaac. And y'all have heard me talk about Isaac and autism and that movement that they have going over there, their nonprofit. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. Good morning. You are headed to a CAT scan. We're going to be praying for you. And you can't be driving and watching now. You can't be doing that because it's icy out there. I hear all of the snow blowers out there in our neighborhood. I'm cracking up. Yes, my husband's out there as well. So anyway, let's get to this morning's news. I saw Kenny Stanley come in there also. So good morning. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning. And also good morning to everyone who may be listening to this via audio through one of the other platforms. So good morning to you as well. Good morning, Tracy Burrs. Y'all, there's something that I failed to share yesterday, so I'm going to share it again today because it is Black History Month and we are really trying to promote Black businesses all over the place. We're asking that if you're able to support somebody, buy their product. For News in Motion, we do not currently have a product, so we decided to do a campaign all month. So February has 28 days. So if you just want to bless News in Motion with $28 this month, please do so. Good morning, John Gore. I missed you yesterday. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, everyone. So y'all, this is a new studio for those who did not find us on yesterday. I shared with the family yesterday that we had a very intense meeting with the team on Saturday. We had a very intense meeting. I wasn't talking to my daughter. I wasn't talking to Megan. I wasn't talking to Kia. I wasn't talking to any of them. And they told me, you're either going to move to the page or else. And y'all know me. I'm like, but I'm the mama. They're like, no, this is a business. You're either going to move or else. And I said, or else what? You know, that was my attitude. And so they stretched me. And that was the inspirational message yesterday, that sometimes we have to be stretched. And the team stretched me. I mean, they stretched me. So of course, in that scripture, remember last week, of course, they all hit me up after the episode yesterday to say, what? Didn't everybody follow over there? Didn't you get comments over there? So what's your question? So they won their argument. So I want to thank all of them publicly, although we had a very intense meeting on Saturday, that everything worked out for us good. And that's going to be a part of my inspirational message again today, which I'll just give a sneak peek of it right now. Listen. We can become so comfortable in what it is that we do. So comfortable. Yes, Kenny, I had an attitude. We can become so comfortable and so complacent and so used to the way things are that when it's time to move, when it's time to do something different, we want to fight it. And yesterday, y'all, it really went off like I was just on the page, just like I was on my personal page. And so sometimes we have to press through that. I used to laugh at people, and I'm a transparent moment. I used to laugh at people. Y'all know I'm 55 years old now. When I was younger, like 20, I was like, why don't these old people just do it? Why are they fighting change? Now I'm there. And I'm like, okay, I'm now eating the words and I now understand it. But when you have some people around you that actually love you and they want to see you succeed, and although we're having fun with this, because that's one thing I shared with them on Saturday once we started talking again. Actually, it was Sunday. I think I wasn't talking to them anymore on Saturday, so I think it was Sunday. When everyone had calmed down, we were having a conversation, we were following up. One thing I can say is that I know they actually support me, love me, and I trust them. And the other thing is, the thing that I wanted to keep sharing with them is that, listen, I'm open to try anything you all want me to try. But one thing I never want to do, I said, I am enjoying what I'm doing right now with News in Motion. I realize my purpose. I realize what it is that I enjoy doing. I said, as long as I never lose that, I'll follow y'all wherever y'all want me to go. I said, but when we start getting into competitive stuff and when we start doing stuff where I'm now dreading doing it, I said, then it's over. And everyone agreed with that. I said, I just want to continue to have fun. I want to continue to have fun. And they also said, but most of them all call me Mama Gail, but my own child was like, but Mom, you cannot keep doing what you're doing at the level you are doing and you're not getting the financial support behind it. So we have to move you so you can get more sponsors. They were like, you want to settle with just the one sponsor? They were like, we get ready to knock that one sponsor out the way because there's other people who are looking, but you need to move. And I want to share this with you. I guess I'm doing an inspirational message now. I want to share this with all of you. Y'all move out of your own way. Move out of your own way. Sometimes you're hindering yourself. And sometimes, let's call it what it is, sometimes we're hindering ourselves because of fear. Now, we don't want to name it fear. We don't want to label it fear. But let's just be honest. We don't want to do it because of fear. And let's tie that fear to what it really is, the fear of losing something. I shared with all of you yesterday when we were signing off. I said, let me just be honest. I kept saying, but what if nobody comes over there? And they kept saying back to me, what if they don't? And I was like, y'all okay with that? They were like, listen, it's time for you to get an organic audience. It's time for you to take your family. And they were saying, just like, I don't know why my child said this. She goes, Mom, like one day I'll probably get married. And I was like, oh God, I don't want to hear this. But she is 26. She said, one day I'll probably get married. She says, which means it's going to be a whole nother family that's coming in. She goes, so it's the same thing. A family welcomes another family. She says, so it's time for the News in Motion family to welcome more family members. And I was like, okay. So see, that's, y'all, that's the inspirational message. And I'll talk about a little bit at the end. Good morning, Mike Nicholson, a little bit more at the end. But y'all, when you have to move, make sure you're moving out of your own way. Make sure you're moving out of your own way. Make sure that you call things what they are. For me, transparent moment. I know, y'all probably like, you got some fear? Yeah, I have fear. I was really fighting them based upon fear. Let's call it what it is. I was fighting them. My fear was coming out. Like, what? Wait a minute, we already got a good thing going. We got a nice small family. We don't need any more family members. We don't argue. We love each other. We're supporting each other. And then they were like, okay, but it's now time for you to open that up for other people. And I was like, I don't want to do that. It was a fight. Y'all, we argued. I mean, it was some serious arguing. And my daughter really acts like me. John Gore, don't say nothing. Pat Lyles, don't say nothing. People who, Demia, don't say anything. She's me. And so I was hearing her from her adulthood really drilling me, and from her area of expertise, really drilling me. So they would ask me a question, I would answer it. And they was like, so what? And I was like, what do you mean, so what? So y'all, listen, move out of your own way. If you find yourself becoming defensive with something, you need to ask yourself the question, where is this coming from? Am I responding from a place of fear, or am I responding from a place of what? And answer that question, y'all. We got to move out of our own way. So it's Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021. And we call Tuesday, That's Happening. So let's check out what's happening. Well, first of all, we in Black History Month. That's happening. Black in Motion, y'all. Rep. Cori Bush, Democrat out of Missouri, revealed Friday that she's relocating her office after Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, we know her. Yep, we know her. Yeah, Republican. Yeah. QAnon. Republican, confronted her and berated her staff without wearing a mask in the hallway. That happened. Bush tweeted this week that she was changing offices for the safety of her staff and personal security. The offices of both representatives are located on the ground level of the Longworth House office building in Washington, D.C., according to Business Insider. So Cori Bush is like, you're threatening my staff and myself. I need to move offices. Anytime you start working, I don't care if you are on one party against the other, why you want to start fighting and be berating their staff? So what's happening? Were you a part of the insurrection? So what's really going on here? So that's happening. Hello, McConnell. McConnell done woke up. I don't know if he got the shackles off or what. GOP Senate Leader Mitch McConnell has blasted newly elected Rep. Marjorie Greene, she's in the news again, calling the far-right Georgia Republicans' embrace of conspiracy theories and loony lies. That's his quote, loony lies, a cancer for the Republican Party. That's all his quote. So that's happening, y'all. In Missouri, a Missouri woman is condemning a hospital that allegedly allowed her husband to die in the parking lot after refusing to take him. And that's KMOV4 reporting. Sadie Bell says she took her husband, David Alexander Bell, to Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Peter's twice in the first week of January when he experienced chest pain. But the medical staff allegedly refused to admit the 39-year-old man each time. Instead, David was sent home. He went back a third time. They refused him. He died in his car in the parking lot. That's happening. Rochester, New York. Rochester Police Department is in the spotlight again, y'all, after the release of a video on Sunday morning showing officers throwing a 9-year-old girl, black girl, to the ground, handcuffing her, and then pepper spraying her, according to WHEC and the Rochester Democrat and Chronicle. That's a newspaper. The distressed child repeatedly asked for her father as the officers pushed her head into the snow and yelled at her while other officers looked on. 2 white officers violently threw her to the ground and handcuffed her as she continued to scream for help. After dragging her into the back of the police car, the child is pepper sprayed by 2 officers. One officer yells, and they have this on video, "Stop acting like a child." Well, she's only 9 years old. What you want to call her? She's not even a preteen. She's 9 years old. She responds, "I am a child. This is your last chance." This is on video too. "This is your last chance. Otherwise, pepper spray is going to go into your eyeballs," one of the officers says, before another says on video, "Just spray her at this point." What? That's happening, y'all. In Georgia, a memorial for late Representative John Lewis will replace the Confederate monument, which previously stood on the grounds of the DeKalb County Courthouse in Georgia. The DeKalb County Board of Commissioners approved the resolution on Friday, 6 months after the judge ordered the removal of the 30-foot Confederate soldier. That's happening, y'all. In Chicago, most students in the nation's 3rd largest school district must remain. Yep, with virtual learning as Chicago Public Schools and the City Teachers Union failed to reach an agreement on a return to in-person teaching. Under the initial plan, 60,000 students K through 8 would have returned yesterday, but were kept home after it became clear that enough staff would not be present. That's happening. And our children around the United States of America is not properly having an education for whatever reason. Some are citing because they don't have the vaccine. Some are citing because of the winter, the snow. Some are citing because they don't have what they need. Some are citing because it's already too late. Okay, well, maybe it's time for us to raise up a village and teach them ourselves. Hello, somebody. All right, y'all, in Kentucky, Rihanna isn't having it. I don't know if y'all follow Rihanna on Twitter, but she's not having it. She slams AG Daniel Cameron of Kentucky when he tried to post a moving Black History Month video on Twitter talking about how Black lives really do matter. But Twitter wasn't having it. Black Twitter wasn't having it. And it did not go well for AG attorney Daniel Cameron. And Rihanna said some words that I can never repeat here. I don't even go that deep in my vocabulary with the words. But Rihanna wasn't having it, and she let him know. She let him know. So that's happening. All right, y'all, the coronavirus numbers in the U.S. There are 26,911,375. Can y'all tell I'm pumped today? There are 26,911,375 confirmed cases. There are 454,213 deaths. Y'all, we are knocking on 500,000 deaths. There are 454,213 deaths. Recovered, there are 16,629,530 that have recovered. Recovered, 16,629,530. Good morning, Cheryl Cosby. You get that workout in, girl? Y'all, there are fewer than 100,000 Americans hospitalized. Now, y'all may say, why am I excited about that? Because there's been times there was 300,000 in the hospital for COVID. So we need to celebrate. That number is coming down. But don't let that deter you. Don't you stop wearing that mask. Double them up at this point. Don't you stop washing your hands, and don't you stop social distancing. Yes, that's great. Yes, we're going to celebrate, but don't get lax, people. Don't get lax. This is the first time in nearly 2 months that we've seen a decline in the number of hospitalizations. And starting this week, y'all, Lawrencine, I hope you're on here. The CDC is requiring that masks to be worn on all public transportation, including planes, subways, taxis, ride shares, and buses. You out there in the public, doubling them up. I wore 2 masks yesterday when I was in the grocery store. And I gotta be honest with y'all, I thought I was gonna die. You know, come on, I'm 55. Women, we know what the issue we have at a certain age. I took off my hat. I took off my coat. I was like, I'm trying to breathe. Up in here, it's hot up in here. But I had them 2 masks on. And I noticed everyone in the grocery store pretty much had on 2 masks. So people are listening. So listen, in doubling your mask, decide which one needs to go against your mouth and which one on the outside. And which one that you can breathe in. That's probably the one you need to have closest to your mouth. All right, y'all, the CDC says the deadliest month of the coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. has ended. Hello, it's ended. The worst has ended. Let's hope that is the truth. Signs of progress is happening. The new COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are plummeting while vaccinations are picking up speed. So that's a good thing. Demia, did you say 2 bras? Girl. No. All right, y'all, WHO. This is the World Health Organization where I get my numbers from. I don't know if y'all noticed our numbers started coming together now that the CDC is now going to World Health Organization. Listen, y'all, late last week, a team of World Health Organization researchers wrapped up their quarantine after driving. You can't drive to Wuhan, China. After arriving into Wuhan, China, and began a formal investigation into the coronavirus origins. Their mission is to understand where the virus started. China's CDC thinks Wuhan was the spreader, but not the birthplace, and how it has jumped into humans. To do so, they'll take a field visit to the city's hospitals, labs, and seafood markets where the outbreak started. Hello, tell us where it came from. The WHO has stressed, and that's the World Health Organization, has stressed that the purpose of the investigation is to learn more about the virus and to help prevent future outbreaks. Still, questions around China's attempts to hide information about the virus linger. So that's happening. Y'all, in other news, y'all, I don't know if you're paying attention, but GameStop stock is starting to go down. Y'all better pay attention to that. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Disney are the top of Forbes annual list of the world's most admired companies. Y'all, here's another first. I'm so sick of first. But here's another first. The ACLU. Now, let me pause for a moment. I hope y'all know what that is. The ACLU helps. You know, it's the whole justice mission thing. They help. They do things. They help Black people. They help the marginalized people. Why is it if they do all that, this is the first time they've hired a black person president. Hello, that doesn't make sense to me, but that happened, y'all. ACLU for the first time elects black person as their president. What? You help black people. Why is this just the first? Her name is Deborah Archer. She's a professor at New York University School of Law with expertise in civil rights and racial justice. Has become the first black person in the 101 year history of American Civil Liberties Union to be elected as president. I don't understand. I really don't understand, but that's happening, people. The ACLU announced Monday that Archer was elected over the weekend in a virtual meeting of the organization's 69-member board of directors. She succeeds Susan Herman, a professor at Brooklyn Law School, who had served as president since 2008. All right, y'all. Oh, wow, y'all. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi condemns House Republican leaders for sweeping Greens. I told y'all she's still in the news. Action under the rug, and instead they decided to appoint her to the House Education Committee. What? Why is Rep. Green helping with education? Apparently something's not right up here. Why is she with education? Help me understand, people. This is where you call your reps and say, why is she on the education committee? She's inciting violence. She won't wear a mask. She won't go through the metal detectors. Help me. Why is she over health? I don't know, y'all. And again, Senate Majority Leader called her again, said, you just a cancer for the Republican Party. Go on, Mitch. Mitch is calling her, and I don't know what Rob Portman is up to, but Senator Rob Portman weighed in also. Senator Rob Portman, all of a sudden, everybody's talking. Why weren't you talking before January the 20th, people? This is what Rob Portman said. He called his party's leaders to stand up against her. What? Now y'all got some, Y'all, 10 GOP senators met with the president and vice president yesterday at the White House to discuss $618 billion counter proposal to President Biden's $1.9 trillion. They really far apart. We're talking $618 billion to $1.9 trillion. Those numbers aren't even close to each other. I don't even know what that looks like. But, I wouldn't mind learning. Y'all, so here's what's in there. $160 billion for vaccines, COVID testing and tracing, and PPE. Okay. $220 billion for direct payments of up to $1,000 to some individuals. Well, Biden wants $1,400. All right, $132 billion for extra unemployment benefits through June. Well, but Biden wants it to run through September, so they're not close. Additional funds for PPP and reopening schools. Now, what's not in there? Listen, so all that may sound good. I want y'all to start looking at the pork and looking at what's underneath here, y'all. What's not in there? They don't want to pay $15 minimum wage. Why not? Help me understand why not. See, y'all, don't just look at the high numbers. Look at the low numbers. You don't want to agree to pay $15 for minimum wage? Hello, what plane are you flying or riding on? How many butlers do you have? How many maids, cooks, nannies, drivers? Come on, let's talk. How many homes do you have? How many assistants do you have? You don't want to give up $15? Really? Now, I'm happy for you living the way you live, and that's good. You earned it. Possibly. It could be a hand-me-down. It could be a negotiation. We all know that all those things are possible. But come on, y'all. We talking $15. $15. You don't want to put that in the bill? Yeah, something ain't right there, y'all. Something ain't right there. Now, get this. Y'all remember last week we talked about filibusters. The Democrats need these 10 GOP people so that can prevent a filibuster. Y'all remember that last week on filibuster. All right, they may need them. Now, the Democrats can pass their bill with 51 vote majority using something called, y'all remember what I said last week? The budget reconciliation. And all they need is the right parliamentarian up in there. Boom, it's done. Hello, somebody. That's happening. All right, y'all, for the win, for the win, for the win, for the win, y'all. Stacey Abrams, for the win, nominated for that Nobel Peace Prize. Hello, somebody. Hello. We see you, Stacey. We see you. We see you, which leads me to the inspirational message, picking up where I left off of earlier. Y'all, I am pumped today. Can y'all tell I'm pumped? Stacey Abrams, we see you. See, she was being stretched. She was being stretched. She was being stretched. When she lost, she really didn't lose. The votes were suppressed. But, that's just the truth. But, now we've done past all that. She was like, she could have stayed in her closet just weeping and wailing and fighting. And she said, no, I'm going to stretch myself. I'm going to reappear. I'm going to put my face back out there. And I'm going to stop this voter suppression. She is a serious advocate for voters, y'all. Hello. And she handed not one seat. She handed 2 seats over to the Senate. Boom, what, y'all? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So she was stretched. She got stretched. Now, she could have just been wallowing like, oh, nobody's going to listen to me. Oh, everybody done forgot me by now. Oh, I'm a sore loser. She could have gone there, but she didn't. She didn't. She said, okay. What can I do? What happened? Let me get a map. Let me mark off the counties that had some voter suppression. How many people were taken off the rolls? Let me go out there and get them to sign back up with their voter registration. Let me get me a committee. Let me get me a team. She got stretched, y'all. She got stretched. She got stretched so much and she won so much in 2020 on November the 3rd. This is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening, y'all. The GOP is trying to figure out how to suppress us moving forward. They want voter laws to change. They want voting rules to change. They want to shut us down. So, y'all, we can't sleep right now. No, we got to be stretched. We got to be stretched. What gifting do you have that can stretch and motivate somebody else? Y'all, we gotta be, it's stretching time, y'all. It's gonna be painful. Trust me, y'all, it's gonna be painful, but it's stretching time. You about to quit something because you're not feeling too good about, oh no, it's about stretching time. I got up this morning to exercise. I was like, oh, Kenya and Nicole got on my nerves yesterday making some comments. I can be mad at Kenya or I can go ahead and work it out. So what I did was I had Kenya's face in my mind this morning, and when I was lifting those dumbbells that John Gore gave me, 2 dumbbells, I was lifting those dumbbells, my arms was hurting, and I could see Kenya saying, you can quit if you want to, or you could keep lifting. She stretched me this morning. Kenya ain't even in my house, but I could hear her voice getting me to stretch this one by one. Y'all, just like working out, whatever it is you want to do, you gain an extra pounds. I was transparent yesterday. I've gained more than the extra. So either I can cry about it, I can walk past the mirrors in the stores and go, ooh, that don't look good, or I could do something about it. That's being stretched. You can say, I really need this extra certificate to do the job I need to do. You can cry about it, or you can go ahead and work it out and get those courses that you need so you can get that next certificate. Some of you are saying, oh, I really want to pay down my debt, but I really want this car. No, if the car you're driving is already working, go ahead and pay down that debt. Maybe later you want to get a car, or maybe the whole taste of you want a new car will pass. Whatever it is, it's a stretching season, y'all. Some of y'all are like, I really can't stand my children right now. And God is saying, you may not be able to stand your children, but here's this, they can't stand you right now either. So I'm going to put y'all in a stretching season with both of y'all. I'm going to put myself in the middle and bring you back together. That's going to be the most beautiful reconciliation you've ever experienced. Somebody else may be saying, I really want to start this side hustle, but I don't know if anybody's going to support me. My friends and family's already bought all my books. I don't know what I want to do. It's stretching season. Y'all, it's time for y'all to get beyond your friends and family. There's some other people out there waiting on what you have. Somebody else saying, I don't like this new pastor, but I've been going to this church since my great-grandmother went to this church. Just because your great-grandmother and great-grandpa was on the deacon board and the usher board and the whatever board, don't mean you're supposed to stay there. Maybe you were supposed to be blessed there, but then blessed to go somewhere else. Y'all, stop staying at a church just because your great-great-grandmother stayed at that church. If you can't walk to your church, you need to reevaluate that anyway. Shouldn't you be going to a community where you live? I think I might be getting in trouble. It's okay, y'all. It's stretching season. It's stretching season. I only go here because the choir's good. Well, just listen to gospel music on Sirius XM and go find a pastor who's going to uplift you and teach you and move you to where you need to go. Why you want to keep going somewhere and you being abused? Verbally, emotionally, mentally, whatever that looks like, spiritually, it's time for you to get up out of there, y'all. Look, y'all got church live on every Sunday. You can just go through and scroll which church you want to see. You find that church. Well, if that's working for you, then that's what you do, y'all. It's stretching season. Okay, y'all, I'm Gail Dudley. Today is Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021. I'm out of here until tomorrow, right here. Do me a favor, share this video. Do me a favor, invite people to come over to this page. Like it and follow it. Like it and follow it. Go to my YouTube if you have not already subscribed. Subscribe to my YouTube. That's www.gaildudley.com. Nope, that's not it. It's www.youtube.com/Gail Dudley. I'll put it in there later. I know I done messed that up. I'm still thinking about that word because God is still telling me it's time for us to stretch, y'all. It's time for us to stretch. And stop thinking, let me go here too. Stop thinking just because somebody disagrees with you that they hating on you. No, they helping you. They telling you the truth. They're sitting out, they're looking in on the outside going, I don't think you should do that. Just think, if I would get mad at all my friends that disagree with me, I wouldn't have no friends. And my friends have disagreed with me. My family has disagreed with me. Hey, my daughter disagreed with me on Saturday and Sunday. Now, what would that look like? I don't want you to be my daughter no more. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. I need to figure out what is it that she's saying that's true. I need to sit down with that and shift through that and decide what am I going to receive and what am I going to spit out. You have a choice. You have a choice. Now, there are some haters. Let's not ignore that. There are some haters among us. Oh, yes, they are. But you get to choose what you hear and what you receive. There's some people, yes, they're there to harm you. But there's other people that are saying, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I need you to think about that. I need you to pause for a minute before you say that. All right, y'all, for real this time, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Until tomorrow, 7:25, right here, Eastern time. I'll see you then. Oh, I need some questions. We're going to have questions on Friday. So let me know what questions. You can be any kind of question. Tomorrow is Wednesday workshop. You don't want to miss Wednesday workshop tomorrow. It's going to be fun, y'all. It's going to be fun. Trust me, the trivia on Thursday is going to back up the workshop on tomorrow. And tomorrow workshop is also mixed with news. Mwah! Peace out, everybody. Love you.